This presentation is about the JC Donut Reserve, which is in Reservoir. I would like to remember all the people who were involved in creating this beautiful place from the past, present, Aboriginal elders of the community who are here in this period. However, talking about my school back home country, we were much more into knowledge we had in our textbook about science and math, whereas the process of learning was limited and comprehend for me, where there was not much interaction with the environment. As talking about my childhood, I was really interested about the nature where the trees and leaves had different shape and size. Talking about my home country, Nepal, where I grew up, we used to have similar river with the bridge where I always used to watch the water flowing in the river. So for my presentation, I believe that JC Donut Reserve was the perfect location for me for exploring my knowledge of mathematics. As Pelo stated, I remember childhood point of view, how a child opens a hearted joy, how it feels to embrace a place and to be carried away by the nature. As I can understand, the place is the part of our identity and it also reflects the part of our identity. Walking through the Donut Reserve made me understand how the elements in the park have shaped me into a person who I am today. As looking more towards the reserve, it makes me understand more about the mathematical concept of the nature with various people, dogs, walking trails and trees. The first thing I've noticed in the reserve was the trees, as I wonder how many trees were there, how many leaves were there and how old were the trees. As walking by, I feel like touching them, so I did feel nice to be engaged in the nature. As walking down to reserve, I saw beautiful flowers and some of the dry parts of the wood. As I started thinking about the size and shape of the dry woods and wonder how long it had been there. Furthermore, talking about the reserve, it had a special place in my heart where I used to most of my time after being here in Australia, which reminds me of my home country where the nature is similar everywhere. Whereas walking through the reserve, I can enjoy the nature with different elements in the form of mathematics as well. As I believe that everything has their own shape and size, where mathematics have been everywhere, where we have some ideas about it since very young age, as the nature also have its meaning in the world, where we just have to think about the connection we have with the nature and the joy we have with the nature.